Hey y'all, I hope you're having a great week, and I'm really excited to share a midweek devotional with you guys. I just want to look at Mark chapter 15, verses 21 and 22, and just point out something really interesting that we read in these verses. And just to give you a little bit of background, before these verses, Jesus has been led to Pilate. He's already been, had the Sanhedrin, this council, accuse him of stuff and then beat him and spit on him. And now he's led to Pilate and he's had more beatings happen, more mocking happening to him. And now he's getting led to the cross. And typically they would make you carry your cross to the crucifixion. So Jesus is having to do that. And there's something really interesting that happens in these two verses that I think we can learn a lot from. So let's dive in, and I want to read these two verses and just make a little point that I think can really help us with, living out what it means to be a Christ follower. So here we go. Let's dive in. And this is what we read. And they compelled a passerby, Simon of Cyrene, who was coming in from the country, the father of Alexander and Rufus, to carry his cross. And they brought him to the place called Golgotha, which means place of a skull. And I want to stop there because I know it's verses we kind of skim over sometimes when we're reading the story, but it's something really interesting because Jesus isn't able to carry his cross. It's too much for him. So they find a passerby named Simon. And I love how it says they compelled. It's probably forced more than anything, He didn't have a lot of choice. But they get him to carry Jesus' cross for him to this place Jesus is going to be crucified. And Simon does it. He doesn't make a big deal of it. It doesn't sound like anything happens. It sounds like he carries this cross for Christ, lays it down, and then walks away. And I think there's something really interesting we can learn from this. Because Simon doesn't ask for praise. He doesn't ask for, this great reward or anything. He just carries the cross and does what he's meant to do and leaves it at that without seeking praise. And I think sometimes as Christians, we can sometimes seek praise for the good things that we do. The ways that we're carrying our cross, the struggles that we're going through, we can be seeking praise. Wanting someone to tell us, good job, or you're doing great, mate, or way to go, or I don't know how you're doing it, or wanting some kind of reward. And I find this story interesting because I think it compels me to carry my cross without seeking praise, which is a challenging thing and something I don't get right all the time. But this short 2 verses really shows me the importance of carrying my cross without seeking praise. And I want to encourage you to try to do that this week. To lean into God and figure out ways that you can do what God's called you to do without seeking praise, without seeking rewards. Just doing what needs to be done, like Simon did when he carried the cross of Jesus to the crucifixion. May God's grace and peace be with you.